Hey guys, and welcome back to the Roottree Are Dead. Now they're loading. Now they're starting up. Alright. We are back with some more bullshit. Trying to figure out who's alive, who's dead, what secrets lead to what, and we have a lot of these. All right. Let me see about getting some free space on the machine. We have one clue left to this, one piece of evidence. Five to this, five to this, five to this, five to this, five. So many. Okay, let's have a look into, let's see what we actually have. Nope. Here. Okay. It's been a little while since I was back here, so yeah. Hard to remember exactly what I was doing. Holy crap. Yep, I certainly remember everything that I was doing before. Yep. Oh, wait, I do have my journal. Okay. Candy history. Okay. All right. Ooh. Who to start with? Is a good question. Oh, okay. The Watchman of the Year article mentioned a magazine. Okay. Watchman. Business Watch magazine. Okay. Business Watch mag. Yeah, we already. Okay. There's been a lot. Okay. Okay, just to get me back on track, I'm just gonna plug the rubber ducky. Yes. Carl Roottree in Business Watch. Okay. That gives us something to start off of. I'm not going to use the rubber ducky much, okay? But Carl Roottree was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987 for his work with Root. The cover and a summary of the article has been added to your evidence. Okay, what is Root? Okay. Let's check our evidence then, shall we? Is this it? The Roottree sisters and their parents died in a plane crash. Next evening, a shadow... Oh no, this is my client details. Well, hello, Carl. Handsome fella. Okay, Carl Roottree was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987, and a photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders, and has ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. He was chosen not for his work at Roottree Candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda Carl's wife is Brenda, was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking at her current job. She spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin Jim, a singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. By 1982, Brenda's parents were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin Ernie Jr., who became president of Roottree at the time, spearheaded Root. Okay. Other blood relatives who had a say in the other company finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became the catalogue's first cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff. Okay. So, his wife is Brenda. Where are you? Yep, Brenda. Okay. And his cousin over here had a daughter. Okay. All right. Oh, I keep pressing that. Okay. No. Okay. Brenda's patterns. Second cousin Ernie. Okay, second cousin Ernie. So, second cousin Ernie. Not over that side, maybe over this side. Ernie. Wait. Cousin, second cousin. So it'll be along this line. So, all right. Direct. Carl has a second cousin called Ernie, who was the company head. Has a daughter same age as Raina. Okay. So interesting. That's another picture we can give Carl. Carl here. Oh. So you weren't. Maybe you were the fourth. Maybe? We'll see. Yeah, that's his most recent one that we have. Oh, was he an older second cousin? Well, that doesn't really matter, does it? Because he wasn't a sibling. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Jim Roottree. Let's go. Easy to find online, you reckon? Okay. Let's go digging into Jim again. James Roottree is a singer who sung... Okay, so he was Jim and the Diamond. Okay. Lauren Roottree. A distant relative of the Roottree sisters is known for her book A Life Between Wars. In the early 1960s, Lauren released a few romance... Oh, she was a romance novelist. Okay, fuck. I'm gonna need the duck. Okay. Lauren mentions a book. A Life Between Wars. Alright, Lauren Rafferty. A Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottree? Okay. Hardcover. It seems you've hit the jackpot. It's a book occasionally taught in schools. You even find a hardcover edition for students that has full pages. High quality pictures in it. Summary of the contents of the book, photos as well as some particularly relevant entries from the diary have been added to your evidence. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, we'll start at the top. A Life Between Wars. Excerpts from the diaries of a Roottree. Pretty cool looking. Don't know who these people are, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh my god, there's so much. The below are notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren Roottree's diary pages, A Life Between Wars. Lauren Roottree is on the notable Rootrees list in your evidence. She will be marked on the chart with a star. The book was published in 1965 and consists of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to then. The most important event that much of the diary and Lauren's thoughts revolve around was the loss of her husband Jacob. Okay, so Lauren. Husband Jacob. Died during World War II while Lauren was pregnant. Her son is Clark. We don't know Jacob's name. Lauren never remarried, only had one child. Only child. Okay. By skimming the pages of the diary, you glean the following information. She was the granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on father's side. So hers was the name Roottree. So she had a different name, which was, I think, Rafferty. Okay. Her mother's family were called the Cosells, but she hardly ever mentions them. Oh, no, she didn't have the name. Her mother's family were the Cosells. Her father, who she always referred to as Pop, was the head lawyer. Father, head lawyer for the company, for Candy Co., and helped write a legal document called the Clanshead Trust. Okay, we know all about that trust. It's clear from context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand names for the different generations. Lauren uses them often. 5 pieces? Okay. 5 pieces equal first gen children of Elias and Gwyn. Lauren's father was in this generation. Next generation, Lauren equals Lauren's generation. Free spirits equals gen after Lauren, including Clark. Okay, good to know, good to know. Next page. An entry entitled Complaints from Lauren Roottree's Diary, written in 1953. The entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwyn, who is on the notable Roottrees list. Okay, so wait, we need to change this. We need to change this to Gwyneth. Because Gwyn and Gwyneth are two different people. Okay, it seems everything has something to complain about. Gwyn, as an only child, complained of loneliness. Okay. Gwyn, only child. Lauren was eldest of 4. Three younger brothers. Okay. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, Lauren's aunt, maybe Gwyn's mother? I hope she would be the sister I never had, and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. What a mess, but she just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Now she's off living a glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table. She gets to be in starlet and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world, kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottree woman to be of anything other than a housewife, and I am jealous. If I were not a single mother, could I make my own way in this world? I'm off topic. A girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me, and now, though I have been undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I am also lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightfully scoff just like I do at Gwyn. Okay. Good to know. An entry dynasty from Lauren Rootree's Diary. Okay. On the day her grandfather announced he had stepped down president, and the meeting to determine his successor. Ow! Sorry. I just bit my lip. Now it's all a bit bloody. Give me a sec. I'm going to put some lip balm on. Hurt my health. There we go. Alright. I wish I'd been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president. That's what he gets for holding it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers. Architects! Okay. So, our brothers are architect, preacher, and lawyer. So with the 5Pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Oh no, her uncles. Her uncles. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family since we still have the Roottree name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Zach is second boss. He's the firstborn son of the firstborn. Okay. Firstborn of the oldest 5-piece. Where is it? There it is. 8. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Grandad has always had a very particular views when it comes to his bloodline. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, and I'm oldest of us all, but he just laughed. Angie is Zach's sister? I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. Mother, ever the quick-witted, at least with catty remarks, countered back, maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. Okay, Zach is fat? Possibly. An entry entitled Sam from Lauren Roottree's diary, written in 1963. You learn that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Oh, okay. Obscure relative Sam is included in family gatherings. Laura writes, why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters. Granny has had sisters and Granddad had brothers. But I was told, trim their branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realise. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Angie and Zach are next gen. Gwen's in Paris. And Gwen and Miracle's boys and Lauren. Okay. But the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognise Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. Oh. Miracle Jr. married Patsy. At the reception, when asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Okay. So EC and John Anderson also? Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother. Okay. Has a brother, Eli. And also youngest child of Miracle. Jesus. Even chimed in. Apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools, taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works in the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Grandad making an exception now? Interesting. One of the three final entries called Clark from Lauren in 1964. Clark's getting married, in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18, for goodness sake. Ooh, Clark's getting married. Danielle, okay. Marries Clark. But openly confronting them would call me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Jacob And Lauren married at 16. Very young. Clark, like the rest of his generation, is a free spirit. Clark is a free spirit. What else do you call a group of kids growing up with more money than any one person can spend? They all aspire to be musicians and artists and dancers and all sorts of nonsense. The only one who has any discipline is Carl, but that's because Pop forced Clancy to send him to the academy. Maybe I'm just getting old, but our generation was never so bad. Oh my god. My brothers all seemed to pursue paths of knowledge, and the most rebellious thing any of us ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Pop seems to have gotten over it because Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. Edward married a darker skinned ? Person ? Not sure. That's what I'm assuming they meant. As for me, my first published book, Swashbuckle My Heart. Swashbuckle My Heart. Lauren's first book is based on the pirate stories I used to invent with Jacob when we were walking in the woods after school. I think he'd be proud that Clark and I are carrying on his name. Jacob. Was Jacob her brother? No, her husband. Even my cousins are doing well. Zach's not a bad president after all. And his sister seems to be doing a good job raising her twins. Okay. Zach's sister raised twins. Gwyn is Gwyn, but at least she came out of the divorce with her head held high. Gwyn divorced. She even told us she might come home next year so we can meet her kids, but the free spirits in any other family, that all end up on the streets, even Clark. Nah. Okay, interesting. We've got a few things here now, don't we? But there's still more evidence to pour through, guys. Okay. The 5 pieces. Oh, yeah. Are these the Anderson boys in the back? Is that Sam? Okay. Lauren's diary contains some label pictures. This is the 5 pieces. This picture was famous in our house. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. Left is Pop. So on the left is Pop. Okay. So this is Pop. Okay. It was taken in 1935 to celebrate the move to the new warehouse that L.I. Jr. designed. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photos since Miracle was in it, and the 3 of us were about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well, to say the least. Eventually, I suppose to stop the tantrums, they passed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Found out years ago that they never took a second photo. Mr. Morden? Is this Mr. Morden, maybe? Okay, let's put Pop up on the board. Hey Pop, I got a picture of you. No, that's not Pop. Lauren's dad. Lauren, where are you? That's Gwyn. So Lauren would be here. And she's the eldest. So Lauren... Oh, what does she even look like? Shit. Okay, so we've got Lauren. Lauren. And Jacob. Yep. Jacob Rafferty. She's not an actor though. Why did I have her down as an actor? Okay, well, we'll get to him soon. Yeah. You married... Who did Clark marry? Clark married Danielle. Danielle Franks. There we go. Oh. Wait. Wait. Married Danielle. They married young. So he was the first. That was his first. Okay. Not sure who his second was. Okay. Okay. Let's go back through. Okay. Husband Jacob. Her son is Clark, the only child. Okay. Granddaughter of Elias and Gwyn on the father's side. Her mother's family were Cassells. Okay, so her father married a Cassell. Cossell Sarah is probably who he married. Cossell's father, head lawyer. Yep. Helped write the Clanseed Trust. Okay, so her father must have been one of these people that were in that picture. Where is that picture again? This guy? No, that's her pops. So Pop is the handsome looking blonde guy. Okay, gotcha. So her dad is the handsome looking blonde guy on the left. So this guy. Okay. I think. Or this guy? I'm sure it's this guy. Okay. And he was a lawyer. Head lawyer? Okay. Lawyer. Margalite. This one? Miracle would be this one, right? Elias. And Gwendolyn. Maybe? Well, it's all guesstimation until they're golden. It's all guessing until they're gold. All right, let's see. Mr. Martin, who was there with Aunt Gwendolyn. Maybe that's Mr. Martin in the background. Okay. The next generation. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to take any of the photos with them because I don't want to overdo it with the photos. Okay, let's see if we can find that other book. What was it called? Swashbuckle My Heart. Okay. Rafferty? Out of print. Re-released as X Marks the Spot. Maybe they re-released it under her name. Okay. According to the back of the book, this is a buried treasure by Lauren Roottree from the author of the Court series. Also says, keep an eye out for Lauren Rootree's next book, Revisiting the Diary 10 Years Later. Okay. Copy. Here we go. Look at this. I'm doing work, guys. I'm figuring it out. This was a version of Lauren Rootree's diary released in 1975. Unlike the original diary, it contains no pictures but has many new passages that reflect on her thoughts 10 years later. One major event happened between releases that changed Lauren's outlook on certain subjects, the death of Elias. A summary of the fallout has been added to your notes as well as some other select pages. Okay, we do not want to go messing with that yet. We want to figure out the rest of the information we have from Lauren's diary. So, okay. Mother's family were the Cossells. Father was the head lawyer and helped write the Clancy Trust. 5 generation was the first 5 kids of Elias and Gwyneth. Okay, so Candy history. So Gwendolyn, Elias, Clancy, Marguerite, and Miracle. All right. The what was the next generation called? The next generation was called the Next Generation. The Next Generation. Oh, sorry. Edit note. The Next Generation. And then the Free Generation. So Gwyn was an only child. Gwyn, her mother. Okay. Lauren was eldest of four with 3 younger brothers. Margot, Lauren's aunt, Gwyn's mother. Okay, so Gwyn's mother, Gwyn, was Marguerite. Okay. Do we know anything about her? Okay. Marguerite was Lauren's aunt and Gwyneth's mother. Okay. Her uncles are architect, preacher, and lawyer. Huh? Another lawyer? Okay. Well, there's the preacher. Her father was the lawyer. And so Elias was an architect, but he became... Oh, Elias didn't become the CEO, did he? He was an architect. Okay, there we go. Slowly gaining info. Zach is second boss, firstborn of the oldest. So the oldest, Roottree. Now, wait a minute. Angie is Zach's sister. Zach is fat. So Zach is the second boss, firstborn of the oldest. Okay, so firstborn of the eldest, and Zach's sister is Angie. Okay. So Zach. Zachariah Marden. Okay, so Marden. No? C-A-C. Okay, is there another Wilson? There are more Wilsons. Wait. So what's his sister name? Angie. Morden Angelica. Okay. So Morden Angelica and Zach Morden. Then who is Maud and James? Possible? And Zachariah became the second president. Right. Okay, and he was part of the Free Wills. So not the Free Wills, the second gen. And he was the fat one of the second gen. Okay, I know I said I didn't want to go into that, but that must be Zach. Okay. So this, where are you, Zach? That is Zach. Hell yeah, Zach. Good on ya. Good going. Okay, back to here. Her uncle's architect, preacher, and lawyer. Zach is second boss. Angie is Zach's sister. Sam. Angie and Zach are next gen. Gwyn and Miracle's boys and Lauren. Gwyn, Miracle's boys and Lauren. Gwyn, Miracle's boys. Okay, so the second gen were Zach, Angie, Angelica, Morden, Zach Morden, Miracle Jr., Lauren, Eli. I think that was it, right? Okay. Lauren's generation. So her mother's family were Casellas. Okay. Gwyn only child. Zach is second boss, firstborn of. Okay. Obscure relative. Okay, we can get rid of this. We've done that. Gwyn only child. Lauren eldest of 4, 3 younger brothers. Margot, Lauren's aunt, Gwyn's mother. Granny had sisters. Angie and Zach are next gen, and Gwyn and Miracle's boys. And Lauren has a brother, Eli, also youngest child of Miracle. So Miracle's youngest child is Eli. Ooh. Is he Elias M or Elias C? Oh, that's a difficult one. Okay, alright, I see how it is. Miracle Jr. married Patsy. Okay, Miracle Jr. Oh. Maybe Miracle married Patsy. Patricia Christensen? Patricia Jones? Well, we'll see. We'll go with Jones for the moment. Danielle marries Clark. Jacob and Lauren married at 16. Clark is a free spirit. Oh, Clark is one of the free spirits. Okay, so. Free spirits. Clark. Okay. Alright. Edward married a dark-skinned person. Who is Edward again? Who's Edward? Edward? Okay, we've checked out Swashbuckle My Heart. So we can delete that. Zach's sister Ray. Okay, edit. Swashbuckle My Heart. We can get rid of that. Zach's sister raised twins. Gwyn divorced. Okay, so Gwyn divorced. Zach's sister raised twins. So Okay, so she had twins. Alright. Holy shit, this family tree is slowly coming together. But Jesus! Please take my wheels off me because I cannot be trusted with them. Okay, so this guy looks like the youngest. Maybe that's Miracle. Oh! Okay, okay. Okay. You've also... Oh, Cosell, Jacob Rafferty, Frank Daniels, Morden James, some woman. Okay, so... Booyah. Okay, so this was not Patsy. That was a different Patsy. Patricia Christensen, maybe? Alright, we'll lock her in for now. Okay. Right, Margalite. We didn't... Oh, she's a home... She is a stay-at-home mother, right? Because she said everybody's a stay-at-home mother. Mother? Housewife. Yeah, because she said everyone's a housewife except Thingy. Okay, so that's not Gwendolyn. Oh no. Housewife. Okay. Alright, wait. Margalite was blonde. She mentioned that. So this... brunette over here. Okay. Elias. Know very little about you. But you must be... this blonde guy? Oh my god. Look at me! I did the thing! Hell yeah. We got the 5 pieces. And, okay, so Patsy was not married to Patricia. Oh.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottree's belongings have apparently gone missing.
What the hell?
A framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTD News. Again, that's
WRTD News. Okay. WRTD News. Okay, is your local investigative Jesus jazz radio station. During their news segments at 45 minutes on the hour, they've been talking about the plane crash. This most recent hour, they talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash, promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed there wasn't a break-in. Someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to the recent storm. It's likely someone close to the family who was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternative agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. Don't believe their lies. This is just another instance of the Roottree curse being a real true thing. I bet you Carl was murdered and the picture had evidence of it. Ooh. What is the Roottree curse? Long rambling conspiracy website with very small, very red text on a black background that says the root trees are cursed has been very recently updated with the following. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottree Company have died mysteriously. Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver. Okay. So, Guy in 1982 died, was a president. Ernie Madsen Jr. Possibly poisoned. And now Carl. This cannot be a coincidence. You'd have something to say if they died of the same thing. Another entry that claims if you connect the dots on the pattern of the 5-piece wrapper, it contains a Mayan ruby skull, secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. Post before that has a link to the site that talks about Earth has 4 corners simultaneous for... What? The author on this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 Prodigy US asking him to take his own site with fake proof that Ernie Masden Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. Jesus Christ. Conspiracy theorists. Oh my god. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottree Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind the fence through some trees. It seems that Operation R2... That's another one we're going to have to search. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29, 1996. Thomas Overwood. Okay. Conspiracy theorists. Alright. Operation R29. Feb 29. 1996. Was there even a February 29 in 1996? Let me check this shit. 96. 96 February. There was. Okay. All right. Cool. There was a February 29. Thomas Overwood. Chris Raff 75 at prodigy.us. I'm just gonna search the 4-corner thing. 4-corner simultaneously 4-dime Dave tubes. Copy. Let me check this shit. Nothing relevant. Wait, you begin to read this site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant subject results" isn't a strong enough description for what you're seeing here. It's a massive column of technical terms that aren't real, a confusing ranch you can't find any meaning to. Regardless, it won't help with your search. Good to know. Operation RT. Spider search. Okay. You find more conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the root trees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals. Oh boy. Hear me out. Back in the oldie days, we didn't know that certain chemicals and plant stuffs would kill you. So, yes, they're probably replacing stuff in the candies with safer alternatives. It's not that deep, fam. It's not that deep. They literally go, oh, this is killing people? Maybe we should change it. You know, so we don't get sued the butt fuck out of. Oh, this is causing cancer? Maybe we should change that. Yeah, let's change it to something that won't kill people fast so that we have an actual audience who will eat our lollies. All it takes is a little brain. It just takes a little thinking. So, okay, I'm going to go on a little rant. Conspiracy theorists, you don't make sense. Okay, some of you make sense if you squint. The ones I'm acquainted with go on about stuff like the government's trying to kill us all and shit like that, and that doesn't make sense. They want a workforce. Why would they try to kill their workforce that generates money for them? They want the money. They want the money. They want the money. They want the power. Fun fact, in order to get the money and the power, you must have a force of people who are willing to be under you and work so that you can scrape off the top and take the money. You don't have power and money if you don't have people who do the work. And if you kill off the people who do the work, then you're fucking stupid. There are many countries in this world that are living governments as claimed that their thing... Okay, let me reword that. They claim that there is this huge oligarchy type government thing throughout the world that is trying to take over the world and rule the world and make everybody lower class citizens and shit like that. There are literal governments that do that. Why would they need to hide it? There are governments doing that now. I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure you could think of one or two off the top of your head if you really think hard about it, who are operating in the standard of, we are way up here, you are little peons below us, and we will make you work hard to get scraped by. They don't need to hide that shit. It exists. It exists. If they really wanted to do that, they could. But they don't. Because they don't. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Fucking go sit in the corner and put your dunce cap on. Alright, back to this. I'm sorry, I had to go on a tangent. I needed to blow off steam. I've got a conspiracy theorist brother, and my mother's falling down the same rabbit hole, and it irks me. It irks me. Okay. This makes sense. Yes, of course they're refilling. They're putting different chemicals in. Why? Because the old chemicals were bad and deadly. It makes sense. Come on now. Use your God-given brain that apparently wasn't given by God because you're so fucking stupid. Okay. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar... What? I'm sorry, what? It's possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap year day, so long as it isn't discovered until the day is over. What? I've never... What? That every 4 years on a leap year, the Roottree Company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. But why? The proof is that Roottree candies polyglycerol Wait. Give me 1 sec. I need to Google what this is. Don't worry. It might not be real. Okay. Is an emulsifier, food additive, and common ingredient used to improve texture and stability in chocolate and other products. It is made from glycerol and castor oil and works by reducing the viscosity of mixtures, allowing for better flow. While it is approved as a food additive, it is also used in skincare for its emulsifying properties. Okay. For those of you going, so you say it's used in skincare, it's used in other things. Shut the fuck up. Water is used in, like, a ton of shit. Shut up. Water is a chemical. Shut the fuck up. Oxygen is a chemical, yet you breathe it every day. Fucking shut up. Wow, this has hit all of my buttons. All of them. Okay, wherein all my buttons have been hit. Okay. And they host meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our... Why? They're your consumers. Why would you poison your consumer base? That's so fucking stupid. They won't come back. If they're dead, they can't buy your food. Okay, calm down. Okay. An ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it first released. Probably because they didn't know it could be added in food at that point. Okay, calm down. They claim it is an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. Oh my god. Website claims to sell pills to counteract this effect for children who've already eaten root tree candy in the past. You can't do that. It goes through your body. It works through naturally. That's how the human body works. It takes the toxins, it pisses them out and poops them out. If there are toxins still in there, they can build up over time and kill you. But that's not this. That isn't this. You're doing an additional search for... Oh, look. It's an emulsifier in chocolates approved by FDA and widely used across many products. I didn't need... Okay. Okay, game. You got me. You got me. Oh my fucking god. Wait. Okay, never mind. Okay. Alright, I think I need to take a break. We've been going for an hour, for one. And for two, my brain. My brain is fried. Wait. No, reconnect. Oh, that's a sound. I like that sound. I miss that sound. I didn't miss it when I had it. When I had it, I hated that sound. But I miss that sound. Okay. Can we... Oh, Kevin McLeod. Good to see you. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, I think that's all I need to do for the day. I'm going to go and rest my brain and cry salty tears about emulsifiers and conspiracy theories. Thank you for watching. You'll find a link to this game if you want to play it for yourself in the description below. And just check things before you start believing them for yourself. Don't read don't go on Facebook and read the first link you find and believe it. Don't go looking on Yahoo YouTube and watch the first scary looking fucking 24-hour long rant on emulsifiers that you find and believe everything that's being said. Use the common sense that was given to you. Please, for the love of all things holy. Don't fall down any rabbit holes too deep that you can't dig yourself back out again. Or we'll have to send weasels after you. And you don't want weasels coming after you, I swear. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Until then, take care, have a good day, and peace out, motherfuckers. Bye.